1.21 might be the last chance we have for Minecraft. Let me explain. Over the last few years, Minecraft's popularity is going down. And I know this because I've done a thorough and extensive research over the large part I just used Google Trends. So here is the graph of the game's popularity over the years. It was at its peak during the time of 2013 to 2015, the golden era of Minecraft. And then the decline started. Year after year, popularity was dying, and it was around this time Microsoft bought Mojang. After the purchase, Microsoft ignored the game's development for quite some time. Then came the pandemic. Everyone was locked inside their house, and what better time than this to revisit the game? And the game started gaining popularity again. And during this surge, Minecraft saw old players returning.
Can I murder them?
Fight, and then we'll head into Vethia, and hopefully just...
This is Stumpy, and welcome!
Mud, that's grim, don't like that. Where do I get wood from? Can I get wood?
And new ones discovering it for the first time.
Starting to look big, I can't lie. We actually have some free space here. We've got more birch to cut down. We actually have...
right here in Vanish that he cannot see because he is not off. So when I host this event, the body...
Oh my god!
What?
Does he have fire resistance?
The game was getting popular as more and more players were joining the game. Then suddenly, the hype started dying down. What happened? For starters, lockdown ended and everyone got back to their life. And here we are, you and me, talking about a block game. Another part of the reason was the Nether update. This update was an almost perfect update, and the community response was positive. This update set the bar high, so high that Mojang had to increase the world height limit. Get it? Height limit? 1.17? No? Because the build limit was you know what, leave it. For 1.17, Mojang announced a whole boatload of features. There was caves and coppers, a warden that was blind, a music iron mine, deep, dark, ancient city, tall hills and such, a bundle that won't carry that much. Okay, stop, I can't rhyme after this. You get the idea. A lot of features were announced and the community response was overwhelmingly positive. It looked like Mojang was ready to follow up on the success of the Nether update. Everything was going fine as it should be. Nothing was fine. Mojang cancelled half of the stuff they promised and split the Caves and Cliffs update into two parts. Now you might be inclined to think that players were angry, but surprisingly, like the angels we are, we supported them. And this made sense also. The amount of stuff they announced was a lot for just one update. The community accepted the two-part split as 1.18 was set to bring the Warden and the Deep Dark, right? Wardens and ancient cities were pushed to 1.19. And what about the bundle? What bundle? We never said anything about bundle. But Mojang ignored the bundle like it was the youngest child of the house. The community was disappointed to say the least. To make up for this, Mojang once again came in full force announcing new biomes, new mobs and old ones that haven't released yet. Among those announcements, a new birch forest and fireflies were promised. Now I personally don't like birches, but I was excited for fireflies. That was a good addition for the atmosphere of the game. Fireflies were cancelled. And it was cancelled because the community told the devs that it is poisonous to frogs. Good job, community. You just saved a frog inside a game that is made of squares. It goes without saying that the community was not happy about this. I don't even care about what they eat. Please just add fireflies. Oh, but the frog-eating fucking lava creatures are fine. Even if you don't want frogs to eat fireflies, can't they just not program the frogs to eat fireflies? You get the idea. The response was not great. 1.19 was a controversial update to say the least. Not just because of fireflies. During this update, player report feature was also added, which was not well received by the players. The update was called the Wild Update, but the only wild thing was how they delayed the features for 2 years. The community named this update as the Mild Update and the Caves and Cliffs Update Part 3. Mojang learned from this mistake and for 1.20 they announced only those parts that were confirmed with the hopes of announcing extra features in the future. In my opinion, 1.20 was a good update. It was not as well received as it should have been. Maybe because of the back-to-back disappointing update we got, but this update brought some cool features with it like cherry trees, hanging signs, camels and bamboo woods. The overall content that was added in the span of 3 updates was very good. It was some quality stuff there, but the execution left the community a bit dissatisfied. After all that, here we are with 1.21 just announced. Crafters was introduced. This block can be used for auto crafting. The definition of an auto farm is about to change. People are going crazy about this. The implementation of the crafter was well thought. It's not too easy and not too difficult. It requires some redstone setup to get going. Other features were also introduced like different copper blocks, doors and trapdoors, which looks pretty good. New building blocks are always good to have. The trial chamber with the trial spawner adds another reason to go for exploration. Then there is the breeze, a blaze-like mob that uses wind to attack. A thing I noticed with breeze was that it can activate redstone. Is this how we are getting the copper golem back? But even this might not be enough. One of the reasons for the success of 1.16 was dimension overhaul. Nether was completely changed from top to bottom. This was appealing to a broader, more casual audience. Players were excited to explore an entire new dimension and new mobs to interact with. 1.21 however is a totally different story, for now at least. All the features that were announced will only excite the already existing player base. I am not complaining. This goes to show that Mojang cares about us. Despite being owned by Microsoft, which is quite surprising. What I'm trying to say is that this update has potential. Honestly, to see the hype around an update is a good feeling. This makes me feel that the game is very much alive. We are a long way from the final release and we might get new features along the way, but for now the signs are good. Maybe this will be the third coming of Minecraft. The resurrection, the greatest comeback of all time. Perhaps, maybe, we'll have to wait and see. Now if you made it this far, you must really like the video. Then you won't mind subscribing, right? Comment what you think about all of this. Like the video and see you next time.